Discipline and productivity are not just fancy words that we throw around in motivational talks. They are the backbone of every great achievement in history, the silent engines that drive progress, and the invisible forces that separate success from failure. In a country like America, where opportunities are endless and the pace of life is faster than anywhere else, discipline and productivity are more than just personal traits. They are survival skills. Without them, dreams collapse, potential fades, and life becomes a cycle of wasted time and missed chances. With them, however, ordinary people become extraordinary, and the impossible becomes possible. Think about it. Every person has dreams, every person has ideas, and every person wants success, but only a few actually achieve it. Why? Because while everyone desires success, not everyone is willing to pay the price of discipline. Discipline is the art of controlling your mind, your body, and your habits. It is waking up early when your body wants to sleep, working hard when your mind wants to quit, and staying focused when the world is distracting you. Productivity, on the other hand, is the ability to use your time and energy wisely. It is not about being busy, it is about being effective. Together, discipline and productivity form a powerful combination that can turn ordinary lives into legendary stories. Take the example of the American founding fathers. Building a nation was not a one-day task. It took years of struggle, planning, sacrifice, and relentless effort. Without discipline, they would have surrendered to the overwhelming challenges. Without productivity, they would have wasted their limited time and resources. But because they embraced both, they laid the foundation of the United States, a nation that today stands as a global symbol of innovation, leadership, and freedom. The same principles apply to individuals. Your life is your personal nation. To build it strong, you need the discipline to keep going and the productivity to move forward efficiently. Let us first talk about discipline. Discipline is often misunderstood as punishment, as something that restricts your freedom. In reality, discipline is the highest form of freedom. It is the freedom from laziness, the freedom from distraction, the freedom from weakness. When you are disciplined, you are in control of yourself. You don't let your emotions, your impulses, or your environment dictate your actions. You take charge of your own destiny. Americans admire self-made individuals. But no one is truly self-made without discipline. Look at athletes like Michael Jordan, who spent countless hours practicing even after becoming a star. Look at soldiers who train day and night, sacrificing comfort to protect the nation. Look at entrepreneurs like Jeff Bezos, who built Amazon from a garage into a global empire. What do they all have in common? Discipline. Discipline begins with small things, waking up on time, keeping your promises, finishing what you start, saying no to temptations that waste your time. These small acts build a strong character. In America, where distractions are everywhere, social media, entertainment, fast food, endless choices, it is easy to lose focus. Discipline is the shield that protects you from being consumed by distractions. It is the power that keeps you aligned with your goals when everything around you is pulling you away. People often think success requires one big leap, but in reality, success is built on small, disciplined steps taken consistently over time. Think of Thomas Edison, the American inventor who gave the world the electric light bulb. He failed thousands of times before succeeding. Most people would have quit after the first 100 failures, maybe even after the first 10, but Edison's discipline kept him going. He had the patience to try again and again, the focus to learn from each failure, and the determination to never give up. That is discipline in action, and because of that discipline, today the world lives in light. Now let's talk about productivity. Productivity is not about working harder, it's about working smarter. You can spend 10 hours on a task and achieve less than someone who spends 2 hours with focus and strategy. Productivity is the art of making the most out of your time, energy, and resources. In a nation like America, where competition is fierce and the pace of progress is fast, productivity is the difference between being average and being exceptional. The first truth about productivity is this: Time is your most valuable asset. Every American knows the saying, time is money. But the reality is, time is even more valuable than money. You can lose money and earn it back, but once you lose time, it's gone forever. The richest person in America and the poorest person in America both have the same 24 hours in a day. The difference lies in how they use those hours. Successful people guard their time like treasure, while unsuccessful people waste it on things that don't matter. Look at Warren Buffett. He is one of the wealthiest men in the world, but if you study his daily schedule, you'll find something surprising. He spends most of his day reading and thinking. He doesn't fill his calendar with endless meetings. He knows that productivity is not about doing more, it's about doing what matters most. That's why he has built a fortune and a legacy. Productivity is the key, so how can you become more productive? Step 1. Prioritize ruthlessly. Not all tasks are equal. Some things matter, others don't. Problem with most people is that they spend too much time on urgent but unimportant tasks, emails, messages, minor errands, and too little time on important but not urgent tasks, building skills, planning, strategizing, and creating. Productivity means focusing on the tasks that move your life forward. There's a famous principle called the 80/20 rule, or Pareto principle. It says that 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. If you identify that 20% and focus on it, you will multiply your success. Step 2. Cut out distractions. In America today, the biggest enemy of productivity is distraction. Social media, constant notifications, Netflix binges. These steal your focus and waste your energy. Studies show that every time you get distracted, it takes 20 minutes to fully regain your concentration. Imagine how much time you lose every single day. If you want to be productive, you need to protect your focus. Put your phone on silent when you're working, block websites that waste your time, set boundaries with people who interrupt you. Your focus is sacred. Don't let anyone or anything steal it. Step 3. Use systems, not just willpower. Willpower is limited. You can't rely on it forever. That's why you need systems that automate your productivity. For example, if you want to save money, set up an automatic transfer from your paycheck to your savings account. If you want to stay healthy, prep your meals for the week on Sunday so you don't grab junk food in the middle of the week. If you want to stay productive at work, schedule deep work sessions in your calendar and treat them like important meetings. Systems make success automatic. Look at Elon Musk. He runs multiple billion-dollar companies: Tesla, SpaceX, Neuralink, and more. Do you think he manages all that just with willpower? No, he has systems. He breaks his day into 5-minute blocks. Every task is scheduled. Every meeting has a purpose. His productivity is engineered, not random. That's why he can accomplish more in 1 week than most people do in a year. Step 4. Take care of your energy. Productivity is not just about time management, it's also about energy management. You could have all the time in the world, but if you're tired, stressed, or unhealthy, you won't be productive. That's why sleep, exercise, and nutrition are non-negotiable. Americans today often sacrifice sleep to work more, but the truth is, sleep is the ultimate productivity hack. When you're rested, your brain works faster, your creativity flows better, and your decisions are sharper. Exercise is another key. When you move your body, you boost your energy, and when you eat right, you fuel your focus. Treat your body like a high-performance machine, and your productivity will skyrocket. Step 5. Review and improve constantly. Productivity is not about being perfect. It's about being better every day. At the end of each day, ask yourself, what did I achieve today? What wasted my time? How can I do better tomorrow? Small daily improvements lead to massive results over time. Americans love innovation, but remember, the biggest innovation you can make is in your own daily habits. Now here's the magic. When you combine discipline with productivity, you become unstoppable. Discipline makes you consistent and productivity makes you efficient. Together, they create exponential growth. Think about it. If you're disciplined but not productive, you'll work hard but stay stuck. If you're productive but not disciplined, you'll work smart but inconsistently. But if you're both disciplined and productive, you'll not only work hard and smart, you'll also work consistently. That's the formula for greatness. Look at someone like Oprah Winfrey. She came from humble beginnings, faced incredible challenges, and yet became one of the most influential women in the world. How? Discipline kept her consistent, productivity kept her effective, and together they built a career and a legacy that continues to inspire millions. Or take Thomas Edison again. He once said, "Genius is 1% inspiration and 99% perspiration." He had the discipline to keep experimenting after thousands of failures, and the productivity to manage his time, his team, and his experiments effectively. That's how he gave the world the light bulb. Discipline and productivity are not just for famous people. They are for everyone. A student in college can use them to achieve academic excellence. A parent can use them to balance family and career. An employee can use them to rise in their company. An immigrant can use them to build a new life in America. No matter who you are or where you come from, these two qualities can transform your life. History is full of examples. Benjamin Franklin, one of America's founding fathers, created a personal schedule that divided his day into precise blocks of time, from work to study to reflection. His discipline allowed him to become a statesman, inventor, writer, and philosopher, all in one lifetime. Steve Jobs, the co-founder of Apple, practiced ruthless focus, cutting out distractions and only working on what truly mattered. His productivity allowed him to build products that changed the world. These stories are not accidents. They are the result of consistent discipline and smart productivity. So remember this, your life doesn't change by accident. It changes by discipline and productivity. They are the real superpowers of success in America and everywhere else in the world. If you embrace them, there is no limit to what you can achieve. Your future is waiting, but it will only belong to you if you are willing to be disciplined in your actions and productive with your time.